Most people who think they're eating healthy are still only getting half the fiber they actually need, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to fix that today. We're not hitting our fiber not because we're not trying or not because we don't care, it's because no one has ever made it visual. No one has ever showed what a full day of fiber looks like on an actual plate with actual food in actual real life. That's what this video is. I'm gonna walk you through a complete day of eating meal by meal that hits 25 to 38 grams of fiber without supplements, without obsessing over numbers, and with very delicious food. And I'm gonna show you one fiber source that almost everyone completely overlooks, and it's probably already in your kitchen right now. Hey there, I'm Amy Lawson. I'm a registered dietitian, and I wanna help you hit your fiber goal. I talk about fiber a lot. Just ask my kids. And there's a reason for this. Fiber is one of the most powerful levers you can pull for your health, for blood sugar, hunger, heart health, gut health, energy levels, and it is almost universally underconsumed. I have worked with hundreds of people, and the ones who consistently prioritize fiber, they simply feel better across the board. And here's something I want you to hold on to before we go any further. Fiber is only found in plants. So that's our fruits, our veggies, our whole grains, and legumes, nuts, seeds, beans. So every time we're building a plate today, we are building around those plants. And because I'm a dietitian, we're gonna pair that fiber with protein for the best hunger satiety combos. Now, if you wanna go deeper on the science and more of the why behind fiber, check out my first fiber video. I'm gonna link it down below. What we're focused on today is the practical side, the how. Specifically, what does a full day of hitting your fiber goal actually look like? Broken down meal by meal in a way that fits into real life. All right, quick foundation if you're new here. Fiber isn't just about keeping things moving in the bathroom. That's the part everybody knows and also nobody wants to talk about. But fiber does something much bigger. Soluble fiber, the kind that's found in oats, beans, and apples, dissolves in water and forms a gel in your digestive system. And that gel slows digestion, which keeps your blood sugar stable and keeps you fuller longer. And that is why high fiber diets are consistently linked to lower rates of type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Now, insoluble fiber, think whole grains, vegetables with the skin, fruit with the skin. It keeps things moving, it feeds your gut microbiome, and reduces your risk of colon cancer. We need both. The good news is, almost all high fiber foods contain both types of fiber naturally. You don't have to think about which one, just choose these whole foods. Now, our daily targets are 25 grams a day for women and 38 grams a day for men. And here's the number that really puts things into perspective. Only about 5% of Americans are hitting those goals. Not 50, 5. That means 95% of people, regardless of how healthy they think they eat, are coming up short. This is not a you problem, it's a knowledge gap, and we're gonna close it right now. Now here's where I wanna give you a different framework. Don't think about the grams as a burden, think about it as a checklist. Each meal and snack is a chance to stack fiber. By the end of the day, you will be surprised how easily it adds up when you know what you're looking for. And hey, real quick, hit that subscribe button, click like, and share this video with a friend who needs a little fiber boost in their life. It genuinely helps me and helps my channel, and it helps me keep making videos like this for you. And I appreciate all of you out there. So thank you. But before we eat, let me show you the all-stars, the foods that make hitting your fiber goal actually possible. Let's start with fruit first, a one that surprises a lot of people. A medium avocado, yes, it's a fruit, has around 9 to 10 grams of fiber. A cup of blackberries or raspberries is about 8 grams of fiber. A pear, 5 to 6 grams. Fruit is not just sugar, it is one of your best fiber tools. Now for legumes. Legumes are the MVP. Half a cup of lentils, black beans, or chickpeas gives you 6 to 8 grams of fiber. If you do one thing after this video, add beans to one meal a day. Next up are veggies, and if you can keep the skin on, even better. A cup of cooked peas is about 9 grams of fiber, broccoli, sweet potato, Brussels sprouts, all pulling real weight on your plate. Grains and seeds. 1 tablespoon of chia seeds is about 4 to 5 grams, and you generally can't taste it. It's more texture than anything else. Stir chia seeds into anything oats, quinoa, whole wheat bread. Swap your refined grains and you're stacking fiber without changing too much. And nuts. Half a cup of pistachios is about 6 grams of fiber. Keep some at work, at your desk, a perfect little fiber-filled snack. I've got all of these foods plus more in a quick little cheat sheet for you, the fiber-fueled food list. Say that 10 times fast. The link is down in the description. This is going to be a little go-to so you can know exactly how much fiber is in your favorite foods. You can print it, pop it onto your fridge, put it where you can see it. Now let's eat. I'm going to walk you through a full day of eating that hits 25 to 38 grams of fiber using real, everyday food, nothing that requires a specialty grocery store run. And because no 2 days look the same for meals, I'm giving you 2 options for each meal and each snack. Pick one that fits your life. Breakfast number 1, Amy's oatmeal bowl, which is about 10 grams of fiber. This is my actual breakfast many mornings. 1/3 cup of old-fashioned oats, topped with a big old handful of berries. I add some walnuts, some sliced almonds, unsweetened shredded coconut, and a tablespoon of ground flaxseed, plus a little drizzle of honey because life is short and it's delicious. This bowl definitely keeps me full until lunch, and it packs around 10 to 11 grams of fiber before you've left the house. Or if you are more of an eggs person or you're wrangling kids in the morning and a bowl of oatmeal just isn't happening, this one is for you. 2 eggs scrambled with 2 egg whites, and whatever veggies you have on hand. Leftover roasted veggies from last night's dinner are perfect here. And that's my favorite move because it requires even less prep. Or throw in some fresh spinach, diced bell pepper, onion, all delicious. Add a slice of whole wheat sourdough toast, spread it with half an avocado, 1 turkey sausage for a little extra protein, and a pear on the side. And here's what surprises people about this breakfast. It actually comes in higher in fiber than the oatmeal bowl. The avocado alone is 5 grams. Total, this brings you to around 15 grams of fiber to start your day. Next up, a snack. We have to factor in snacks. Whether you have a morning snack or an afternoon snack, I've got 2 options for you. An apple with 2 tablespoons of peanut butter is about 5 grams of fiber, plus healthy fat and protein to keep you satisfied. Or how about carrots, mini bell peppers, and some hummus? 4 to 5 grams of fiber. Both take 0 prep. This is not a complicated snack strategy. Next up is lunch, and option number 1 is one of my favorites on my website, the Greek chickpea salad in a jar. I'm going to link all these recipes down in the description, but here's what's in it. Chickpeas, cucumber, cherry tomatoes, Kalamata olives, banana peppers, feta, mixed greens, and a super simple Greek vinaigrette. Everything goes into the mason jar, dressing on the bottom, greens on top. It is perfect for meal prep, but also gives you around 10 to 11 grams of fiber for lunch. And if you make 2 jars on Sunday, lunch is handled for Monday and Tuesday. That is a major meal prep win. Lunch option number 2 is for the days when you have dinner leftovers in the fridge, which, if you're cooking at home most nights, is most days. We're making a bowl here with some brown rice as our base, half a cup of black beans, a cup of whatever roasted veggies you have, broccoli, sweet potato, bell peppers, they all work, and a 1/4 of an avocado sliced on top. Add a little hit of salsa or hot sauce. That's my favorite. 3 minutes to assemble and it is done. And this is 16 grams of fiber in a bowl that comes together from leftovers. All right, quick little running tally check-in. Oatmeal breakfast plus the chickpea salad puts you at around 21 grams by early afternoon. The eggs and toast plus the rice bowl gets you to 31 grams. Either way, you're more than halfway there with dinner still to come and that snack in between. This is what hitting your fiber goals looks like. It builds through each meal, one day at a time. Dinner number 1 is a sheet pan meal, one of my staples in my house. Chicken, thighs or breasts, whatever you prefer. Potatoes, yes, white potatoes, crispy with the skin on, and the best roasted broccoli topped with pepitas and Parmesan. Season it up with olive oil, garlic, salt and pepper, whatever you like. Everything goes into the oven and it's done in 40 to 45 minutes. Now here's what I want you to notice. White potatoes, they get such a bad reputation, but a medium white potato with the skin on has almost 4 grams of fiber. Leave that skin on, cube it up, a little olive oil, and roast it. I love some crispy potatoes, and my niece loves them so much she calls them Aunt Amy's potatoes, and I love that. The recipe is on my website, links down in the description. Broccoli adds another 5 grams of fiber. Pepitas give us a little crunch, extra magnesium, and a gram of fiber. Together, this whole dinner plate is giving us around 9 to 10 grams of fiber. It tastes super delicious. We have that protein component. Everyone wins here. Dinner option 2 is a recipe from my website that I honestly make on repeat. Mediterranean pesto pasta with chicken, veggies, and chickpeas. It sounds fancy, but honestly, it comes together in 25 minutes. I have made this pesto so many times, I don't even need the recipe. Spinach pesto, it is so delicious. Whole wheat penne, diced chicken breast, zucchini, bell pepper, cherry tomatoes, chickpeas, everything comes together in one big old bowl. And if you haven't seen my big meal prep video, I make this exact recipe in that video. I am gonna link it down below. The fiber in this one is coming from a whole bunch of different places. We've got protein too. Total, this comes to around 12 to 14 grams of fiber with 40 grams of protein. And that's it, a full day, 2 different ways to start it, 2 different ways to do lunch, 2 options for dinner, and different snacks. Now here's where these paths land. The lightest combination, oatmeal for breakfast, apple and peanut butter as your snack, chickpea salad for lunch, and sheet pan dinner puts you at about 35 grams of fiber. Women, goal totally cleared. Men might need a little extra broccoli or an extra piece of fruit to get you to that 38. Now, if you swapped the dinner for the pesto pasta, you're at 38 grams, easy. Or you swap the rice bowl for lunch and either dinner option and you are well over 40 grams. There's no wrong path here. Every single one of these combinations with real food, real meals, nothing complicated hits that goal, and that's the whole point. Now, I want to talk about making fiber even simpler because perfect days of meal plans just don't always happen. Something gets in the way, someone gets sick, or there's activities. Here are some swaps you can make without overwhelming everything. Swap white rice for brown rice, quinoa, or farro, and gain 2 to 4 extra grams of fiber per serving. Add chia or ground flaxseed to your plain yogurt. Stir them in yourself for an easy 3 to 4 gram boost. Swap white pasta for whole wheat pasta, similar taste, double the fiber. And one of my favorite tips, add beans to anything. Put them in tacos, scrambled eggs, soups, salads. 1/2 cup adds about 6 to 8 grams instantly. And even add them into dessert. Yes, for real, chickpea blondies are seriously good. They are one of my OG recipes, one of my staples. I'm gonna drop the link below. Let me know what you think of them. And then swap out juice and choose whole fruit. An apple has 45 grams of fiber. Apple juice, almost 0. And for snacks, swap out the potato chips for air-popped popcorn. 3 cups gives you about 4 grams of fiber, and it is a genuinely satisfying snack and gives us that crunch. Lastly, mash up an avocado instead of using mayo. One of my favorite tips to put in tuna or spread onto a sandwich. Every time you make a swap, you are actively stacking fiber without changing what you're eating in a dramatic way. Okay, before we wrap up, I want to zoom out for a second because everything we just talked about, the blood sugar, the hunger control, the digestion, that's really just the surface of what fiber can do. Here's what most people don't know. Fiber is the primary food source for your gut microbiome. There are trillions of bacteria living in your digestive tract, which sounds wild, but it is awesome. They don't eat what you eat, they eat fiber. When you feed them well, they produce compounds that reduce inflammation, support your immune system, regulate your mood, and even influence how clearly you think. When you don't feed them and fiber is low, the bad bacteria can start to overpower the good, and that leads to negative health outcomes. A diverse gut microbiome requires diverse fiber, which means eating a variety of plants, fruits, different veggies, greens, legumes. They matter more than just hitting a number. So here's the second thing I want you to hold on to. Fiber never travels alone. Every high fiber food we talked about today comes packaged with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants that work together in ways to support our health. That avocado isn't just 10 grams of fiber, it's also folate, potassium, vitamin K, and powerful antioxidants. Those blackberries aren't just 8 grams of fiber. They're loaded with anthocyanins, some of the most potent anti-inflammatory compounds in any food. Broccoli brings vitamin C, vitamin K, and sulforaphane, a compound that has been studied extensively for its role in cancer prevention. As a registered dietitian, this is exactly why I will always choose food over a fiber supplement. A fiber powder gives you isolated fiber. A cup of lentils gives you fiber, protein, iron, folate, potassium, antioxidants, and you just cannot replicate that in a capsule. Now, do I think fiber supplements can be helpful in certain situations? Yes, but food first, then supplements. All right, that's a full day of hitting your fiber goal with real food, real results. Start with one change this week. Add beans to one meal. Grab air-popped popcorn instead of a bag of chips. Throw some chia seeds into your oatmeal. Small shifts stack, and before long, become just how you eat. And here's a few things before you go. The fiber-fueled food list is free, it's in the description, and it is worth printing out and sticking on your fridge. And all the recipes I've talked about today are linked down below, plus there are a ton more high-fiber recipes on my website, so check that out. And if you're interested in working with me one-on-one to build your fiber and build your health, building a personalized nutrition plan that fits your real life, I offer nutrition counseling plans. You can find all the details down below. Now to go deeper on why fiber matters so much in the first place, go to my video, Why Fiber is the Most Overlooked Nutrient in Your Diet, and I will see you over there. Until then, eat well, be well, thrive. And a few things before you go. First, the fiber food. Ooh. And